Hi, Talia. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I have some questions about labor studies and employment relations. Would you be able to answer them for me?
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Well, my first question is what is labor studies and employment relations?
That's actually a really good question because a lot of people ask that. And what labor and employment relations does is that it studies work, everything about work. It examines how workers address issues affecting them, either through collective action like labor unions or individually. And it applies directly to you as a worker, whether you're an employer or an employee. It studies things like what are our rights as workers? How does labor law protect us? What's the
Mhm.
relationship between workers and management? And it also asks whether sectors of the workforce truly reflect the diversity of our growing economy. And what exactly do we mean by diversity and inclusion? It also studies how workers are affected by issues of globalization and how we fit into a global workforce and how workers address these issues nowadays. And it's particularly salient right now with all the workforce issues and labor issues that are going on with COVID-19.
Mhm. Okay. So my next question would be, I've heard about HR, human resource management, um,
Mhm.
but not the difference between HR and labor.
Okay.
So what is the difference?
That's another good question because a lot of people are in your situation where they've heard of HR but not labor relations. And human resource management, or HRM, is a key component of every organization, and it helps to shape the employee experience and enhance the organizational effectiveness.
Okay.
Um, on the flip side, or same side even, labor and employment relations explores how work can be changed to improve outcomes for not only employees, but society as a whole. So HR tends to focus on organizational effectiveness within an organization, whereas labor and employment relations takes a little bit of a broader approach. Exciting stuff, right?
Okay. Yeah. Um, my next question is, what do people with a degree in labor relations do after they earn their degree? What are their careers?
Our graduates actually have a lot of options. 95% of similar undergraduate and graduate students report positive post-graduation outcomes within 6 months of graduation, which I think is really important in
Mm-hmm.
this current economy right now. And our graduates have gone on to work at a wide range of companies like Michael Kors, the US Department of Labor, Allstate, and the Equal Opportunity Commission, or the EEOC. So students have a wide range of choices once they complete their degree.
Okay. That's great to know because I'd like to get a job right after the program. What classes should I take to get started? What would you recommend?
There are a couple of courses that we would recommend to get started. And the great thing about them is they both fulfill SAS core requirements. And in fact, a lot of our labor studies courses do that. So the first one we would recommend is the Intro to Labor and Employment Relations, or 575-100. That will
Okay.
give you a good overview of exactly just what labor and employment relations is and all the topics that it touches on.
Okay.
Another good starter course is Finance for Personal and Professional Success. Just like a lot of our courses, you'd find that they have really practical impacts on your lives. And so that will also fulfill one of the SAS core requirements. And again, it gives you a taste of what the department has to offer. Any other questions?
Okay. I think you covered most of my questions thus far. Um, if I need
Awesome.
to get in touch with anyone after this meeting, um, is it just the website, just smlr.rutgers.edu?
That is correct. And then you
Okay.
can find us on the Labor Studies page and reach out to me, Talia Shank. I'm one of
Okay.
the student advisors, as you well know. And we can always meet via online like this and do our super high-tech meetings. Or we can correspond by email, whatever works best for you. We're really flexible, especially during this time.
Okay, perfect. Thank
Right.
you so much for taking the time.
Thanks, Alyssa.